Hi Countryside, it's Joe Smith, your General Manager, and I thought it was timely to get a video update out to the community. We're in the second week of February. Today's February 9th. It's hard to believe, but the activity levels through January had increased quite a bit. We're seeing some activity levels in February increase. A lot of that is in food and beverage, so I thought I would bring Andy along with me today.
Thanks for having me.
But just, spending some time out in the club over the last week and a half or so, I've had some questions, comments from members, and I thought it was timely to get one of these video updates out to the community. So just a couple general reminders. We are still going on a month-to-month basis with events and our event calendar, both in golf and in food and beverage. I've been asked by some residents when we're going to start dancing again, if we're going to start concerts and buffets. And just to be forthright, I really don't see that happening this year. We're going to stay the course with the operational plan we have in place. I don't see buffets happening. I don't see dancing coming back. And again, it all goes back to trying to keep our operations going as safe as possible. There's just some added risk with those types of events. That being said, we have modified many of our events and the activity levels are up. The food and beverage team has done a great job with planning some special events through season here, as has our golf team. Interestingly enough, we finished January 18% ahead of plan on golf rounds. And we only had one day on standby, so we accommodated more members through the month on a tee time only format, which is a positive. Also, as we look forward into the coming weeks here, we have our next February board meeting coming up next Thursday, and then I can't believe I'm saying this, but it's almost March. And we're already looking ahead at the annual membership meeting, which will be held on March 11th at New Hope Church. And as we modified some other meetings and our board meetings this year, that will be slightly modified as well. You'll be able to attend in person. The seating will be spaced apart. We're going to ask you to wear a mask, but we will also have a Zoom option available, and we will record that meeting and send it out afterwards if you're not able to attend in person or virtually. So again, we continue to modify and try and keep all of our events as safe as possible. So, keep that in mind when you're coming to the club. We still have our mask policy in place. We're still asking you to wear a mask indoors, out in the cart staging facility, and then obviously social distance, when possible. So, Andy, why don't you tell us a little bit about what's going on in the food and beverage end this coming week, and maybe if you have some insights into the next month, that would be great as well.
Sure. I can tell you this week, Saturday, we're having Valentine's Day dinner, which is actually a day before Valentine's Day. We thought we'd do it on a Saturday to be a little bit different and give members the opportunity to go out on Valentine's Day as well. So what we're doing that night is we have a dinner for two, which is $90.
Mm-hmm.
It is a Chateaubriand and I want to say 16-ounce lobster.
Wow.
So that's a pretty good deal, and we've been getting a lot of questions because that's for two. If, let's say, a husband wants to get the steak and lobster, and the wife wants to get the grouper we have available that night, that is a possibility. It's not listed down there, but we will be offering just a single fillet as well to you that evening.
So we're flexible
very flexible.
Okay,
right.
That's good to know.
So that should answer that question. You are absolutely allowed to do that if that's what you're looking to do. The other thing we've got going on this month is on the 16th we have a wine dinner. This is a little different wine dinner. If you've noticed, there's no menu you can look at. We're going to do it outside as well for the safety of everyone, and it's just a good atmosphere under the lights. But this is dining in the dark.
So tell me about that, dining in the dark.
Dining in the dark, we already have them here. We've got face masks for everybody. So everybody's going to put face masks on while they're eating. Okay. You're going to have no idea what you're eating. It's meant to enlighten your senses, your sense of taste, smell, I guess even hearing you could throw in there if you really wanted to. It's a completely different experience to try some things that I'm not going to say you wouldn't want to try because everything on there is very good, but it's an opportunity to try some things you've tried before in a different way and see if they taste or the texture is different than you're used to since you can't see it.
So if residents are overly concerned that maybe some of these items might be very exotic, maybe they shouldn't have that concern?
No.
Okay.
Well, we're not going to give you anything like cow brain or
Okay. That's
nothing
good.
crazy.
That's good. I know Chef has done these in the past.
He has.
And they've been really popular every place he's done them. So sounds like a fun evening.
It should be real fun. Something
Good.
different. We're trying to do the wine dinners, and as Joe said, next month we're going to be doing one again. I believe that will be your more standard one, not quite the dining in the dark, but I think it's good to throw in some changes this year. As it's a strange year, let's do some strange things, and I think this will be a real good one, and everybody there will have a lot of fun.
Good. Any specials you want to point out for this week coming
Yeah, so as you all know, 3 weeks ago now, we started a new menu, so we ran no specials for 2 weeks. Last week we started specials again. Went over very, very well. Actually, we sold a lot of specials last week. This week we've got 3 new ones coming at you. Some of you will know the black and blue tips were on our menu with this chef for a year and a half, very popular item. They'll be back on the menu next week, so if you like those and want to try them again, we'll have them for you this week. We've got a pan-roasted tile fish, which is wrapped in pancetta, then pan-seared and finished in the oven. I love tile fish. I think that'll be a great dish. And then the last one we have is the lobster stuffed beef tenderloin. Now, last year or 2 years ago, I can't remember, Chef did a lobster stuffed spinalis for Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
My favorite thing he ever cooked. I ate so much of it, it was probably not healthy, but it was delicious. We heard a lot of great comments that night about how good that food was, and we're basically doing that this time just with the filet instead of the spinalis.
Awesome.
So it should be very, very good. Hope to see you all there for that.
Awesome.
We also have the cooking class coming up this month on the 25th.
And that's virtual, correct?
That is virtual.
Okay.
We do have spots available, I believe yet, not many. So if you want to get in on that, please call Mary and sign up. We can get you in on that. That will be done virtually. I don't know if everybody has or been told about it. How it works is you sign up for it, and it's just like you're doing it here. You don't have to go buy any of the ingredients. You come up here the day before. Chef will put bags together for you. You walk in, you grab the bag, you walk out, you go home.
Everything's pre-portioned, ready to go.
Yep. For those of you who have done them here, you're getting the exact same portions in the exact same cups. Just like we were doing it in the dining room, you're just taking it home. So throw it in your fridge that night, and the next day, just get online at the time. I believe it's 2:30, 3 o'clock.
We'll send out the Zoom link beforehand.
Correct.
Gotcha.
Absolutely. So just get on and you can watch the whole thing. It's interactive. You can ask Chef questions. I'm sure Joe will be the one filming it, so you can even ask Joe questions if you really feel so inclined. But it'll be fun. We did when did we do it? Middle of summer?
Yeah, we
tried one
in August or September.
Yeah, and it went over real well. Everybody seemed to enjoy it. So that would be another thing I think everybody should get in on and have some fun and do something different.
Good. And then the other thing you guys started is Market Wednesdays, which has been really popular.
Very popular.
So every week you're selling soups and breads and chicken salad and egg salad and...
That is exactly right.
Awesome.
All those things. We've even got bottles of wine available for sale. There's some alcoholic drinks available for purchase as well. 5 or 6 different types of breads. I know you mentioned bread, but we have lots of different.
So that's every Wednesday from 10 till
3:30, 4 o'clock.
Okay. Right out in the lobby.
Right out in the lobby.
Awesome.
And if you want something specific, I suggest you get there early because some of the breads are going by 10, 11 o'clock. They're gone.
Awesome. Great. And then lastly, speaking of the lobby, you may have seen we have some chair samples that are in the lobby. We are scheduled to replace our dining chairs this year, pretty much through the whole club with the exception of the Four Seasons room because those chairs are fairly new. and we have 3 sample chair frames that we're asking you all to come by the club and sit in them and do the Goldilocks test.
Yeah.
And drop your vote in the basket next to them. So I believe we're going to have those out in the lobby through the 19th of February.
I believe
so
that's the
we've
day,
given
yes.
a number of weeks here. So as you come to the club for lunch or dinner, take a test on some of these chairs and vote for your favorite one. The colors of the chairs that are in the lobby are not final. We're just really looking at the frame, the level of comfort, the cushioning, the look of it. So make sure you come to the club and check that out. So
I see a lot of people sitting them already.
yeah,
There are quite a few votes. So
yeah, it's been great. It's good. It's certainly good to have the member input as well.
it is.
So.
It's very important.
The last thing I wanted to share today, this morning here, is we've been doing these random, we like to call them pulse surveys,
Yep.
that are done. A point of sale at the club triggers a random survey to our members, you all, and that happens in our golf department and of course in our dining department, and it gives us a lot of real-time data that is specific to a certain area. So for example, we know if a survey comes from the Lakeview Lounge versus the dining room.
We do.
And then of course we know if a survey comes from a visit to the golf course. So I went back and I pulled some numbers. In the last 30 days, cumulative, we've had 251 surveys go out to our membership, randomized. And of those surveys, we ask you to rate us on a level 1 to 10. Would you recommend the club or community to a friend or peer? And then there's a survey that goes along with that asks you a little bit more specifics on your experience. But I thought what was most compelling was that 86% of those surveys came back 8 or higher, with a majority of them in the 10s. We had 168 out of 251 that rated their experience a 10. So
That's really good.
it's really good, particularly in such a tough year.
Yes.
The food and beverage team and our golf team have really been challenged this year. We kind of feel like we're in a reactive mode
Very
because
much
we
so.
don't know what's around the corner,
Yeah.
but you all have just done a great job. You, Scott, Chef, and Stephanie and her team have just done an incredible job keeping things going, keeping our members playing golf and dining, which is number one. And thank you to you all for providing the feedback as we navigate through all this. So, anyways, I think that's all we had for today.
Think so?
We're here at your service. If there's ever any questions or comments, feedback, feel free to send it our way. If you have an experience at the club that you want to share with us and you don't get one of these surveys, you're more than welcome to pick up the phone and email us, or send us pick up the phone, call us,
Yeah.
or send us an email. Sorry about that. So, anyways, thank you again for watching, and we'll see you around the club real soon. Andy, thanks for your time.
I appreciate your time. Thank you, Joe, and thank you all as well.
Happy February.